For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to the end of June. It's along fast. Hope you get some time at the beach, at the water, and even going out and get some strawberries. They're in now. Georgia Phelan is with us. Nice to see you from the Friends of the City Hall.
That's right.
You guys are busy 52 weeks a year.
Well, we try to be, actually. It's there's a lot to do there. There's a lot to do there, and now the Marine City Hall and the City of Marine City has given a lease to Friends of City Hall, and actually the River Rec Teen Zone also. So they have a portion, and we have the bigger portion, and so with that, we're able to apply for some grants that the city was not able to.
Wasn't that sort of a encumbrance before? The city couldn't really apply for stuff?
For not the kind of things that we can, and actually they were limited as well, what they could do. So it should work out better now. So now we're gearing up for more things, and because we will now have more opportunities for getting some grants and some monies, our fundraising has to kick up because you need to have match money and that kind of thing. So we've got something that's my little personal project I'm working on is our VG's Receipts program.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, and I say VG's Receipts, but it's really Spartan Nash, the parent company, because besides VG's Food Center in Marine City, all the Spartan Nash stores, so all the whatever VG's are out there, but there are a number of other stores out there, and I wrote down, Family Fare. If people head up north in Michigan for this during the summertime or in the fall, there are a lot of Family Fare stores in towns up there. That is one of them, and D&W Fresh Market is another one. So here locally, VG's Food Center in Marine City, but up north, Family Fare and these D&W Fresh Markets.
So if I'm up there at my cottage or visiting relatives or
That's
something,
right.
and I go to the grocery store, save those receipts.
Keep those receipts. And how now this is what the VG's one looks like, of course. This is VG's on it. But then you'll see further down, it says direct your dollars and $85. There's this one. I think that's a $14 one. I'll take them if they're $1. I don't care. Right. I just sit and I add them all up. And then when we get to $75,000 worth, we get a check for $500.
Wonderful.
And we've done it once.
$75,000 in groceries is not a lot of money.
No, it's not. It's not. It adds up very quickly. We've already gotten our first $500 check, and I'm very close to getting our second $500 check. So now for this to appear, you have to use your Yes card.
Okay.
So then there's a photo they're showing right now, and that was our first $500 check that we received from Spartan Nash. And that's myself, of course, and that's Alice Avery. And Alice is at the Great Lakes Art and Antiques, which is on Bell River Avenue, just off of, Broadway, and right near the Dairy Queen. I tell people, next to the big antique shop. Theirs is a good-sized antique shop, too, right next on Bell River Avenue. They collect the receipts there.
Oh, okay.
They also collect them at Bridge Street Station, which is a hair salon down by Holy Cross. That's Bridge Street that runs behind it there. They collect them there as well. 235 shop, which is at the corner, kitty corner from City Hall. They collect them as well, but after the fire in the wintertime, they are still, this summer, they are getting back up and running. So later this summer, they should be open again, and they'll be collecting them
down there.
Well,
they've done the thing that always makes everybody interested. They've covered the window.
Oh, I know. It's always fascinating. You just want to find a hole or a crack, so you can go look and see.
What's in there.
Yeah, they unfortunately had a lot that they had to do. Their building didn't burn down, but the smoke and water damage were terrible. So they will be back open again, and they'll be collecting them. People can also, if they want to mail them in, we have P.O. Box 283, Marine City, 48039. You can mail them in. And if someone's there and has receipts, can't seem to get it together, get it somewhere, don't want to mail it in, if you want to call 810-765-3665.
3665.
Yep.
765.
Yep, and then just leave a message and we'll make some arrangements.
Oh, okay, good.
And to get them picked up.
765-3665.
So if it's a stack of them, if it's $50 worth, let's hold on to them until we get a few more.
And
then
the VG or Spartan.
Or Spartan Nash stores, and the other, like I said, Family Fare if you go up north and the west part of the state, and D&W Fresh Markets as well. And use your Yes card, which is their savings card, and then you will see this appear on your receipt. And we need the whole receipt, the whole thing. Just throw them in a bag or whatever, and we'll take them. Don't cut off the bottom because we have to have the whole thing.
Will they accept copies?
No.
They don't.
No.
They don't.
So I have stacks of
What I want to do,
these.
if I need to keep a copy, make a copy for
Yes.
myself and turn these in.
And
to
turn
you.
those in, yes, absolutely. That's the best way to do it. So that's really great. And the monies that we are raising now and the grants are applying for, we're doing some small scale activities around there, but we want to be able to get in there and use the building to a higher degree.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, when we get the old courthouse area renovated, that'll be available for special events and
Upstairs.
parties and things. That's not all the way up. That's not the Opera House area. It is what the city offices were there. And
I would classify that the first floor.
about the first floor. There's a ground floor where you come in
there
and then
really
it's up. There are actually like 6 levels there. It's really funny. Someday there'll be an elevator, and I think there are 6 or 7 stops it has to make to hit every level of this building. So they don't make them like that anymore.
No.
So it is so unique. So the projects that we're doing first are life safety projects. So it's a fire suppression system. And
Okay, that's what life safety is.
yes, life safety is fire suppression, that type of thing. Also, there'll be a chairlift included in that part of the
good.
project. So because that first area we're going to be focusing on is not on the ground floor, it's up like half a level to that. So we want to make sure everybody can get in
So
and
you'll
out.
have a chairlift there.
We will have a chairlift there.
The chairlifts will probably stay even after the elevator?
I would, well, it could.
Could.
Yeah, possibly.
Good.
Possibly.
You have both then.
Yeah, we'll see how that rolls out, and if we feel we need both of them, it'll already be there, so we can utilize it there. So these are the kinds of things that we need to do so that we can, and then the next step would be renovating that area for use. And so if you decide you want to have anniversary party, birthday party, small weddings, that kind of thing, we'll be able to host them there. And so
Wonderful.
we're all looking forward to that. It should be great.
And you're sort of paralleling your activities after, is it Howell?
Well, there are a number of actually communities that Howell does have a building.
And I know you guys have gone over and taken a look at
We've
Howell.
gone there.
And
We've
I
gone.
went on and looked on the webpage, and like you say, little smaller weddings,
Yep.
Anniversary celebrations.
That's right.
What a
Whatever.
great, wonderful place to have those. kinds of-
Even some weddings, I've been to weddings where there's a gap, 4 or 5 hour gap between a Saturday afternoon service and it could even be utilized for that for people if they want to stroll Marine City, they can stop in there and then the family could have light refreshments, that kind of thing. So
Jared is rolling through some
Yes.
pictures here. Let's start the pictures over again of the building, and you can describe what we got going on. What's the first one, Jared? There we go.
Okay,
That's the building.
That's the building, and the exterior is all done. So the outside of that building is done. Just regular maintenance is all that needs. Now inside, I think if you go to the next one, that is the courthouse room where the city offices were. But years ago, this was a courthouse.
Okay, so that looking straight down, you'd come in. The front is towards the water.
Yes,
far
that's the
door.
east side, and that's where it actually, when I grew up, I always thought the Broadway side was the main entrance, but really it was designed over there because when you came in there, well, that was off of Main Street was the entrance that took you to the double staircase that took you up to the Opera House upstairs.
Next picture.
So and that's just to reverse the other side, but you see the nice windows. Those are all new windows, so energy efficient.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yes, and then off to the right, you see some doorways. Yep, see those doorways? Actually, I think that might be it. That's inside. That's auxiliary space to that room. And this is where they'll be this is where a catering kitchen, the restrooms will be located here.
Okay.
So this will be an auxiliary room for use for that.
Oh, okay, good. Next,
Okay.
and then go
Now,
upstairs.
this is one of the staircases. There's a double brand staircase that goes up. This one, at some point in time, to buy space, they just cut it off and put a wall up or something like that.
my
So
God.
and the other one is complete, and it's a larger staircase, and it's still all there. Both staircases obviously this one needs to be
Restart.
reconstituted, yes, and built back in. In the other one, they both need work on them. So that is also one of our first construction projects will be to put the stairways back in order.
All right, you've got a thing noted here is Amazon Smile fundraising.
That's another one that Amazon Smile, in the website is smile.amazon.com. And people who shop on Amazon can sign up for their favorite charity, hopefully
okay.
Friends of City Hall. And every time they make a purchase, 0.5% will go to the charity.
Okay.
So it doesn't cost anyone anything to do this. Amazon donates that 0.5%. Now that doesn't sound like much either.
But it adds up.
But just like the VG's receipts, as people keep doing it over and over and over again, it adds up. So all people have to do is go to smile.amazon.com and pick out your favorite charity. And then when you sign in, make sure that you're on the smile.amazon and just shop, because then they take care of all the details on that. So it's another fundraiser.
Okay. You had, not we, but I happened to be there in attendance, and it was wonderful, was a thing called Heritage Days.
Yes, we've had.
And it was wonderful.
It's a fun event in
Yeah.
September, and we are scheduling it again for the September. So we're a little ways out, but it's nice for people to put onto their calendars. So this year it's September 14th through 16th. And it's still going to be a free event. We're going to focus a little bit more on making some money at this event, as opposed to everything's free. That's fun to do, but we're on a mission here. We need to make some money. So there'll be lots of free events and activities for people still to do, but there will also be opportunities for them to spend a little money. Okay. So last year, I think if they have some of the photos, I'm not sure, but they.
You got the webpage up right now.
Oh, okay. And see, if you want to become a member, there's a spot there on the left that you can choose to become a member.
You're going right there. He's going to
and it's only,
look at that.
And there's your forms. I think it's $10 per person, $20 for family. So it's very, very inexpensive to do that. But you can do it when you come to Heritage Days as well. So that's really fun. We frequently, these photos are from last year. We had some reenactors that were there, and yep.
Oh yeah, they're there.
And that's so fun. And this is upstairs in the Opera House.
I see Mr. Bob Wheeler sitting in the front row there. That's
at East China Community Big Band.
Yeah, the big band.
The big band,
and it sounded wonderful up there.
That room was designed acoustically to be good because it was built in 1886. And so stage plays would be held here and all kinds of events. The room had to be good acoustically so that voices would carry. And it does. It's wonderful for music. Wonderful for music. There are
Look at those gentlemen.
A couple other guys. So we have all kinds of activities going on. That's behind is our little gift shop area. There's a gentleman who comes every year with antique guns and things. So that's really interesting to see some of that weaponry from 150 years ago or whatever.
Those outfits look like they're all wool.
They are a lot of them. We also have animals. This little guy was so cute. Little goats were there, llamas, we had lots of things. And then we have some activities for kids, games and things that, old-fashioned things. The hoops, rolling the hoop, stilts.
He can't figure out what he is, a Detroit Tiger or a king.
That's right. He's both. He's both, but it's really fun for the little ones. They get to see some of the animals up close. And there's the stilts, stilt walking.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah, it's fun it's a great thing for kids to do. It's great. You have a sense of balance and very simple thing to do. People go home and make their own if they wanted.
That's right.
And the kids all like doing it.
It's a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what do you got next? We got anything next there, Jared?
Oh, I think we might have pretty much gone through all of them. I think we've done everything. But again, save those VG's receipts. I always tell people, if it's for the Friends of City Hall or your favorite school or whatever, don't throw them away. Right. They're worth money. They're worth money to somebody.
People don't realize that. You're busy. You're emptying the groceries out of the bag, and you throw the
whole thing away. And it's like, just put a bag in an envelope in a drawer is what I do. Right. And I just stick it in the envelope in the drawer. When it gets fat enough, I turn them in with the rest of them, and I start counting.
Right.
I start counting. So
all right, Georgia. It's coming up the 14th through the 16th of September is Heritage Days.
Yeah.
Before that, life safety improvements are going on in the
we hope. It all depends on funding. Okay. It depends on funding. We will do that as soon as we get the money together to do that, and that's quite a bit to do
Amazon Smile fundraising is underway, and the famous VGs.
The receipts from VG's, Family Fair, and D&W Food Markets. Yes, and become a member. Be a friend of City Hall. It's easy to do.
You like to do it.
I like to do it. Well, we want to see that people in that building again.
That's right. That's what you will. You will. Georgia Phelan is her name. She's involved in all sorts of wonderful things in Marine City and the whole area. We're glad she comes along to focus every once in a while and brings us up to date on the Friends of City Hall. Coming up next, we're going to have two ladies who can talk to us about kayaks and all sorts of fun things in the water. We'll be Summer is here, and you guys are always looking for some activity, something new to do. Well, have we got it for you today. we have representatives from the Happy Dog Yoga Studio and Paddleboard Sports. I love the whole name. I want to say hello to Marilee.
Marley, hi.
Marley, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Hannah
you.
Jones and Hannah Jones.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you both. You represent a company with a great name.
Thank you.
Talk to me about Happy Dog Yoga first.
So I teach at Happy Dog Yoga Studio. I've been there for 3 years. We just celebrated our 3-year anniversary.
Okay.
We have locations in Port Huron as well as St. Clair.
Right. You're in the mall here in St. Clair?
Yes, right next to Warwater.
Yep. Oh, so you work out and then go have a beer?
Yes,
Wow,
exactly.
that's not a bad deal.
Right. We do some yoga at the brewery actually once
Really?
in a while. Yeah, it's always a fun thing to do.
Yeah. So what do you find people like or dislike about yoga?
My favorite thing about yoga is that it's inclusive to everybody. We have a style that works for everyone's needs, everyone's body types, everyone's age. We do yoga as basic as just sitting in a chair and stretching. We call that yoga for the young at heart.
Okay.
We do all the way up to a hot yoga, very challenging. So it's just really inclusive to everyone. Every single person can do and benefit from yoga.
And Hannah, what's your involvement with the organization?
Well, I'm the owner's daughter,
Okay.
so I work there every once in a while. I do some yoga for free. It's a perk of it, but yeah.
So are you still in school?
Yeah, I go to Michigan State.
What do you take at Michigan State?
My
Yoga?
major? Yeah, no. I play soccer there.
Oh, do you?
So yeah, I do some yoga to get the stretching in and stuff like that, and then
You play as a sport or as a club or on
the actual team. Yeah.
Wonderful,
Yeah,
congratulations.
thank you.
Where'd you go to high school?
Port Huron Northern.
Okay, and then you got an opportunity to go to Michigan State and
Yeah, I
play
committed
soccer.
my sophomore year. So yeah, I've been a Spartan for a while now.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so yoga is fun. Yoga is great for everybody, every
It is.
age. But what is this new edition of paddleboard? Talk to me about what that is.
So we felt that there was a need in the community. There's nobody else doing it. There's
Right.
nobody else renting out paddleboards and kayaks in the area. So here comes Happy Dog Paddle Sports, sister company of the yoga studio. Both of us are part owners of the new company.
Great.
We're cousins, and so it's kind of a family thing going here. It's pretty cool. My fiance as well, and then my aunt and her mom. So we rent kayaks and paddleboards at 4 different locations in the Blue Water area, and yeah.
If Jared will look in the bins there, there's a one with the pictures of the paddle boards, and you can get one for $10 for a half hour. That's pretty good deal. It's on the TV. Okay, there you go. We got it up for you. So the rates are pretty good. You said there's 4 locations. Where are the locations?
So we're at Lakeside Beach.
Okay, at the beach itself.
Yep, right down. You'll see our trailer. If you drive past the beach, you can't miss it.
Okay.
And then we're at North River Road Park, so that's a
Okay.
good access to the Black River. And then Lakeport State Park,
Yep.
as well as Fort Gratiot County Park.
Okay, nothing
both.
down this way yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
But we do deliveries. So if you wanted to come down here, we could definitely drop off some boards, do the Pine River or something like that. Yeah.
Is the big river, St. Clair River, too much current for a paddleboarder?
It's doable.
Challenging.
I would not recommend a beginner
Okay.
get out on the St. Clair River, but especially in the morning before there's no boat traffic or anything, it's totally doable. And it's actually part of the Island Loop, which
Yes,
is the
yes.
national waterway.
Yes.
The only one in the state of Michigan, so it connects between the St. Clair River into the Black River, out through the canal, and into Lake Huron. So it's
a
one
great
giant
ride.
loop. Yeah.
I think it's about 10 miles, isn't it?
About that. Definitely
So
take you
how
probably
long?
half a day.
Half a day to do it? Mm-hmm. So what would you, what part of your body would be dying by the end of the half a day? Your arms?
Your
Core, too.
Well, your core.
Core.
And if you're standing up that whole time, your legs are gonna start, you're really using a lot of those like balancing muscles in your legs as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Talk to me about the boards. What you've got? We had pictures of lots of boards. What's the difference here?
Well, the Pohanas are for, or how do you pronounce that? Pohana?
The Pohana.
Pohana. Yeah, they're mostly for like, what we had before this was created, my mom did yoga. on paddle boards in the morning. Yeah, so those are
On
more
the water?
Yeah, on the water. We did that last summer. So
Wow.
Those
Yeah.
floral boards are designed to do paddleboard yoga. So that's
they have more
what we
of
use
a
those
flatter
for.
surface. Yeah.
Flatter, wider, more sturdy, balance.
Okay.
And then the
Okay.
glides. The glides are just, we use them mostly at Lakeside Beach, just for the everyday paddleboarder, pretty much.
So you got people that already at the beach, and they spot your trailer, and they come over, and they give you a deposit, I suppose, and they're on their way for a half hour or an hour or whatever they want.
Exactly. That's exactly how it goes. We take appointments, so you can come and book with us if there was like a particular day or time, and we also take walk-ups on the weekends.
Right. What do you like best about soccer, paddleboarding, or yoga? What's the best? Soccer's
Soccer
better.
probably, yeah, but yeah, it's all cool. So just to have the option, be able to come home and do that, and then just be outside. I mean, I love being outside, so being that as my job, it's pretty fun.
So how did Michigan State's soccer team do last year?
We did okay.
Did
Yeah,
you?
definitely looking forward to a better season this year, though. So
Okay, and you'll be junior year?
yeah, junior year. Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm
Very
excited.
cool stuff. What are you taking in school?
My major is psychology, but I plan on going to medical school. So
Oh, wonderful.
yeah. Yeah.
Sports medicine? Not necessarily?
Not sure yet. Kind of going in blind, but
Take your time.
yeah.
Don't have to rush.
Testing the waters.
Yeah. Good. Very good.
Yeah.
Very nice to have met you.
Yeah, you too.
Very nice to have
Nice
met
to meet you.
And it's called Happy Day Yoga and Paddleboard Sports.
Yes.
Okay, and it's available on the web and then Facebook and all
Yep,
the
we're
world-
on Facebook,
all the
Instagram,
normal
we have a
places.
website. Yep,
That sounds pretty cool.
it is cool. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
We'll be back in just a second. Well, that's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. A couple quick reminders. This coming week is the 4th of July, and of course there's fireworks in St. Clair. Spectacular show. Donations are still being accepted at the Voyager, and Mr. Mike Laporte and Dave Lenarski run that committee. So if you'd like to contribute a couple bucks or a lot of bucks, those are the guys to do it. And then there's a spectacular show on 4th of July itself. Wednesday evening at dusk, which is normally 9:30, 10 o'clock on that night. So we'll see you there. We will be recording it, and we will broadcast it on Thursday and Friday if you're out of town and you can't catch it. That's about it, as I said, for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.